Alright, so hello everybody. Today I figured I'll show you how to list some useful system information. If you ever need to write a script or something, you can use this to hopefully write the script of your dreams. Again, I would highly recommend that you look this up using the land pages for each and every command we're going to use. I will show you a bunch of commands that will show you a bunch of useful information, and then I'm going to show you one utility I personally love if I want to get a quick and easy representation of all the processes running, amount of memory and CPU utilization and stuff like that within one application. So let's start off with, let's say, you can see that I do not have a graphical user interface installed yet, which is fine. All the utilities we'll be using today are terminal based anyway. So what can you do? Well, let's say you want to list our disk space. For that exists a command. It's called df, which if we open on the land page for it, report file system disk space usage. Simply put, it lists out your free disk space. If we type in df, it will show off this mumbo jumbo, which, like, the one that we need is the available path, but like, do you understand that? I don't think you do. So what we can do is give it the -h parameter, and it will give us a human-like output. Excuse me, which will let us know how it is represented in megabytes and gigabytes, which is much easier to read than this thing up here. Also, remember that def SDA1 is our root drive. You'll need that for later. So, if you want to do some things, but you don't need to remember it, I don't think we'll use it anymore. Next command, one I would recommend running as sudo though, sudo lshb. It will take a little while, but it will output pretty much a ton of stuff. Let's actually output it to a text file and view it. info.txt, and let the output be printed into that. And we're going to open up in there so you can have a look at the file. So the file itself is pretty big, so you can see all the information, obviously VMware virtual platform for virtual machines, our BIOS, CPU, which is AMD Athlon, excuse me, a bit sick today, clock speed, and everything else. It's a pretty long text file, which you can view and do things with. Again, our second CPU and stuff. It will be different depending on your file, but basically, can go back to the top if you want, but that's pretty much it. So yeah, that's the file. You don't need to be here. It's a pretty long file in its own right. So it's lshv. Let's do ls cpu. I believe you have to run this one as administrator as well, so let's do just that. And there we go. We have all the information, and we can also see the operation modes, architecture, steppings, virtualization and stuff. Basically all the things, and all the flags. The flags down there are what instruction sets it has, so that's that. Next one, let's say we want to list which drives we have in our system, and for that is lsblk, as I mentioned, or didn't mention. lsblk will basically list out the name of the device, then the size and type, and where it's mounted. For example, our SDA1 partition is mounted as a root because it's our disk, our main system disk. What else is there? let's say on a list USB ports that are connected. For that, there's one neat command called LSUSB, which lists out all the USB devices, basically the bus drivers, which is for the USB hub, and you can see a USB hub, a virtual mouse, and Linux Foundation stuff. Okay, that's that. So we got that, and we got all that fun stuff. So let's do a few more. So we're still using the ls and something command. So lspci, as you can guess, will list all your PCI devices. And at the bottom you can see the Ethernet controller, USB controller, and SATA controller, which is really nice. So that's all of that. But let's see one of the last processes that we have on our system. To do that, there is a command called yes. If we open up yes, oops, not PC, but yes. It's basically a report of the snapshot of current processes. So what this basically is, it's something like a task list of currently running tasks. So, for example, you can use PS as it is. It will list the current active things. But we can extend it a bit. If we put in the parameters A, X, and C, it will list for us every single running process, its process ID, on which terminal shell it is, uptime, and the name, which is very useful if you want to have a look at what's going on. So let's say you know all those things, but now you want to know for how long the system has been running. For that, there's a command called uptime, uptime, and it will show you the current time, how long it's been up for, by what user, and what's the load average. The load average, it's not something you need to understand now, but it will be important for later sessions where we'll be analyzing running processes and what we can do with them. So that's not. Now, that's all good and dandy, but how much memory do I have free? You might be asking yourself, like, I want to know how much memory I am using. For that, there's a really nice command called free. If I haven't mentioned that, it just shows you how much memory you have, how much you're using, how much is free, shared, and stuff like that. And it also shows you from, it also shows you from your swap. So that's quite all, but that's the same thing we saw before with lsblk or the df command, where we cannot read this stuff. Luckily, it has the same interface, same thing, the parameter. If we put it with -h, it gives us a readable form. So we're using very little amounts of memory, as you can see, and this is why I love Linux. This is a pretty much working OS, you just have to know how to work with this. And it works before the GUI, and doesn't eat that much memory. I'm sorry. Okay. So, we know all this stuff, all the things you may possibly need. Is there a utility that can show us all this information without us having to remember any other command? There is one, just one command. However, you'll have to install it, and I haven't installed it yet. So sudo apt install htop. Htop is a utility that shows you all the current running processes, the load average, uptime, CPU utilization, memory, and swap utilization. You can also kill processes through it and view other processes basically. So we type htop just like that. You'll see that this is our system. This is all you need to run Linux. There's not much. Like, it's eating almost no memory. It might seem like it's eating a lot, but the only thing you have to pay attention to is the green part right here. Also remember, we are using only like 400 megs of RAM, not much. It's not much. But it runs, and it's the latest, one of the latest kernels you can get. And this is as low as you can get, and you could live with this if you set your expectations correctly. You could live with this thing. And this is why I love Linux. You can do so much more with this. Now, obviously, the more apps we install, the longer the list will be, but this is just the beginning. This is utilizing almost nothing of our CPU or GPU, or GPU obviously none, but still, this can resurrect older computers. You just have to set your expectations correctly. So yeah, that's all I wanted to show to you guys. HTOP is a really cool utility you can use to monitor the amount of RAM being used. Like 83 megs of RAM are currently being used. 83. I can run this VM just fine. I can teach Linux through this, because it's lightweight. You cannot get more lightweight than this. I mean, you could, but still. It's just insane. So yeah, I hope this helped you guys in any sort of way, shape, or form. You can do a ton more stuff with this. It's just a matter of you just wanting to learn. Just wanted to show you that there are ways of using Linux. Even if in a VM you can learn so much. And there's a ton more stuff you can learn. Just go onto my website, onto the Linux man pages in PDF section, and there is a ton of documentation that you can learn from. And you don't even have to install the VM itself, you just read up. And then you can like flex on everyone that you're the guy who knows everything. So yeah, I think I'll stop it for now. Again, if there are any things you want me to show how to do, or list that information, just let me know. I would love to do more of these videos. I am also a bit limited with time with these, so that's why I'm pushing out like a ton of these in like a single day. But that's beside the point. I'll look up some more things I could teach you guys, but that's like all you have to know for now. In terms of installing the graphical environment, I think I've proven from time to time again you don't even need it, that you can do a ton more stuff with just that. Also, there's one really cool utility you can install, since I mentioned HTOP, I mentioned that. N00bz. It's a utility that gives you a graphical representation of your distribution's logo with some basic system information. See? Looks cool. And it works. You have only a few packages installed, a few megs of RAM, and runs just fine. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys liked it. Again, just make sure to let me know if there's something you want to learn. And yeah, just have a great time.